All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I'm your host, Tony G, and we are about to get started today, ladies and gentlemen. I said to myself, we're going to do another thing here. Look like MAGA and ICE joint forces for this protest and things. So therefore, this is interesting, though, too. We're going to be showing some video in regards to that, but I just wanted to welcome you to the channel. As things start to build up with other viewers on things, I know we got to talk about what's going on in the news, don't we? So we're going to make sure we do that as well. Let me go ahead on and where's my ground news at? Ground news, ladies and gentlemen. Even though I'm not sponsored by Ground News, but Ground News is where I get my, let's say, my news and my sources from, one of them, and things. So this is something here. Ground News will allow you to be able to see who wrote it. You get the sources right there, even from Associated Press, Fox, and other companies, Newsmax. It'll let you know if there's left-leaning, right-leaning, or down the middle. I prefer to get most of my news in the middle. If not, I would pick it over the left, of course, and things like that for obvious reasons. So therefore, let's go ahead and go into the news in a few minutes. I got that set. I said, where's my ground news at, So, yeah, I got ground news ready to go and things. Look like we have 3 people in the house already, though. Where my shout-outs at, There we go. Yeah, give a shout-out to Joe Mama. Not your mama, but Joe Mama. Give a shout out to Omega as well, and a lot of others that have joined the chat, joined the live stream. It's been a little while. I had to get some things set up and things. So once again, you guys see my beautiful face and things like that. Shout out to Tony Love, which is I, because I got a lot of love. No Diddy, right? So yeah, so I'm glad to see guys. Got 3 people in the house so far. And things, and guys, this is going to be a pretty interesting one here. MAGA and ICE have joined up to stop this or give great pushback. So the patriots around the country is starting to come out of the woodwork. About time, MAGA patriots, and we are giving the great, the great left, or I should say not great, because they're a minority group anyway, but they're giving them great pushback, as they should. And things. So therefore, making sure that ICE, the MAGA supporters that support ICE and things, making sure that Nick Sora and who's the other guy, Nick Shirley, make sure these people are safe, man. Shout out to people that are coming into the room. Give you a shout out as well, giving you guys a shout out. Where my horns at? Where my horns at? There we go. There we go. Where my horns at? Welcome to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am your host, Tony Love, and we're about to get started. Let's go into the news and other people will catch up. Man, let's take a look at it. Let me see here. It says here that Trump, right, administration slashes grants for mental health and addiction treatment programs. Man, he's going right in with the hacking and slashing, man. It says here that Trump administration abruptly canceled, right, about 2,000 grants worth nearly $2 billion, wow, for substance, right, abuse and mental health programs across the country. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. With this new platform, man, that I've been on, I can actually see the likes, though. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. It says providers said the cuts will force layoffs and jeopardize care for vulnerable communities affected by addictions, mental illness, and homelessness, man. The grant recipients were confused by the explanation that their work did not match the agencies. So the priorities and staff were not widely notified of the action. Yet Trump is stopping because, the reason is that a lot of them, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get to the comments in a minute, so give me a minute. And with this platform as well, I'm able to thank you for the like. I'm able to, let's say, show favorites, so I can be able to weed out the ones that just make the chat, the ones that's most relevant that I'm getting back on. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So yeah, so as I was saying, so Trump right now is cutting these agencies because they know where the corruption is, though. It's unfortunate right now that the way until they get this thing straightened out. Trump is like a boa constrictor, You know how that boa constrictor, he's been wrapping, him and the administration, of course, have been wrapping themselves around the DNC, right? And now that they just doing this, this study squeezing now. They're squeezing them. They're going, on the left, they're feeling the pain now because these agencies that the money and things like that, the money laundering, this was a big operation. In fact, Trump already announced, what was it, yesterday, that the DNC is actually, they're going to be doing RICO charges on these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is another thing, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, as I said before, I haven't forgotten nobody's comments. I'm going to come back to them in a minute soon as I get through with my daily program, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you guys for coming on the channel. It's a beautiful thing, though, So yeah, I'm looking like $1 million today as well. So I do have my days, though. I do have my days. So therefore, let's go ahead and get into it. So this is one of the things there. What else is going on, man? Man, Trump is hitting them hard, ladies and gentlemen. He's hitting them hard on the left. And we're going to see some accountability as well, though, because it's coming. It's coming. We already hear about, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, going before Congress, just for the hearing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I appreciate the likes and the love. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, But yeah, it's a beautiful day here in MAGA land, and I appreciate you guys for showing up just to hear me speak, tell my side of it, But yeah, so where were we? We're going to go ahead and go into it. Let me see there. Let's do this here first, ladies and gentlemen. Did I miss a thing? Let me see. I'm take a look at some of the comments here, and then we'll go right in here and go into it here, Let me see. We go ahead and put this right here. There we go. So FDJT, he says F MAGA, and ICE. And I love to do that, though, too, just to give them just a little shine, ladies and gentlemen, just a little shine. You do have some haters in here, and they mad about it, though. Stick around, FDJT. Everything is going to be all right. Yeah, we have here, let me see here. We have Michael in the house. Hey, Tony. Welcome back, though, Michael. I haven't forgotten about you, man. Waving back to you, sir, I'll wave back to you. Thank you so much, man, for showing up just to hear me speak. We got somebody here on Twitch. Let's see here. Yeah, this is a thing. So like my Twitch feed is kind of picking up, It says here, guess who farted this guy? That's his name, man. It's an interesting name. The funding was replaced due to the Support Act. So why have duplicate program spending at the same program? That's a good question. I don't have an answer for that one yet, but as the things start to unfold, we'll start to get to it, find out why that is. Let me see here. Jonah says it is unfortunate it has got to this. Yeah, it's unfortunate that it has gotten to this point here, If the Dems were to play nicey nice instead of ripping us off as taxpayers, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place, Let me see here. We have here, Johnson says, hell yeah, he is, Yeah, that's what he says here. He is. Let me see here. Let me see. John and Johnson. Let me see here. He says here, and the man never sleeps. He really doesn't, man. Trump don't have time to sleep, man. When does Trump ever have time to sleep? And that's a good thing, man. I mean, he knows what he got to do. Trump is like a Superman, man. I tell you, man. I mean, look at Marco Rubio, man. Marco, man, he don't look like that guy ever had any sleep either, man. You can't sleep when Trump is in charge, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, we got a job to do, John says, I'm glad, is what he says. Let me see here. Jonah says, it's tax fraud. Yes, a lot of other fraud going on besides just tax fraud, man. There's so much stuff going on in this country, what they've been doing. Oh, I got a new subscriber, man. Check out Joe in the house, man. I said, I'm going to read some of these comments right now, man. You deserve to have some comments read, you know, definitely. I appreciate you guys, man. We also have Steeler in the house. He got Ice. That's an interesting avatar right there, too. I like it. We got Ice Baby. Ice Baby. Dun-dun-dun. I wish I can play it though, man. I wish I can play it without a copyright strike. Not that I had those happen before though, you know. Yeah. But Michael says, hell yes, jail them all. You know, is what Michael has to say. I agree with you on that one though, Michael. I am in agreement, man. Jail them all, man. And it's coming. The accountability is coming. Joe C says patience, which is true. Because let me just mention, let's go and piggyback on what Joe says, you know. I know we all want it right now. The corruption is huge, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it with the district attorneys at the lower court judges, man. These, I mean, the AGs and all this other stuff. I mean, even with Pam Bondi, I mean, we already knew that she was suspect anyway, right? Because Pam just put out just empty threats. She didn't do anything. She didn't go after nobody. And look at it right now. Trump is furious, right? So therefore, we got to have somebody like the wolf. It's time that we call in the wolf. Should we call in the wolf, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all remember Pulp Fiction? We got to call in the wolf, you know? 1-800-THE-WOLF. He'll get it done. He or she, the wolf, will get it done. You know what I mean? So therefore, you know, this is another thing. We're going to probably pretty much see her out of there because we don't have no time for no wishy-washy stuff. I wish the best for Pam Bondi, but you know, I know you're right. No, it's all good. I always knew about her anyway. She go back with Jeb Bush and them, man, out of Florida, for those that know that, right? So, yeah, we have to be patient and allow it. We are seeing a lot of stuff now. I think this is planned by Trump, too. The way that where we're going right now, because he knows the elections, what is it, November? So he knows what's going on, right? So this stuff is planned, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting to see more stuff this year. You know, you got to hold back. You just can't let everybody know all your moves. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. John says, this fraud is crazy, you know? Yeah. It is crazy, man. It's crazy. But it just lets you know that we've all been lied to, ladies and gentlemen. Under the previous administration, man, they've been doing this for years, man, ripping us off. Now things are coming to the light, you know. Boy, I tell you, though, I don't know whether, you know what I'm saying? It's like we don't know, I mean, how deep this corruption is. We're finding out, though, how deep it is. Because, you know, they've been, in all fairness, on the deep state, that control the left and the rhinos, you know what I'm saying? George Soros, many of them, Eric Kessler, many of them that are involved in the deep state, right? They had, let's say, a very good long time doing this, even going back to 1913, man. It's been a long time. So we're talking about a web of deceit, corruption. This is a huge operation. Even our CIA agents, the ones that's gone rogue, which controls the cartel, controls a lot of political people, assassination attempts and all, and assassinations as well. Let's go and keep it real. So therefore, we never really saw accountability under existing presidents but Trump. The other person was Kennedy. We know what happened right there. You know, so therefore we have to stay fast and stay patient, you know, in regards to this. John says, tell us, my man, preach, you know, I appreciate it. Let me go and post that up, though. I'm try to put your comments up over here, too. I'm over here making sure your comments come up. Johnson says, that dude is ignorant, you know. Let me see, I put that up over here. And let me see here. Michael says, no hater here, Tony. There ain't no hater, though, you know. Like I said, though, you know, we all can't agree on everything, but since we all live in America, right, we can agree on things are trying to get better. And I believe as 2026, 2027, we're going to see some record-breaking stuff, you know. And like I said, though, the rhinos, you know what to do with the rhinos, you know. We know what to do because we're going to primary every last one of them. Weren't they behind blocking? Actually, they were for Obamacare, weren't they? I mean, didn't they sign off on something like that? So, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we need to do. That's all I got to say, you know. Mark has, let me see, Mark says, for new POTUS for Venezuela. I think with the whole Venezuela thing, with this energy weapon that the Americans have, man, I didn't know nothing about it. I heard rumors about energy weapons, but I didn't know we even had that technology. You know, like I said, man, we're going to say it right now. The Latin America they don't want that smoke at all. They're like saying, hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no. Hold on for a minute. Where's my thing at? Hold on. You know how I got to do it, y'all. Y'all know how I got to do it. Hold on for a minute. Oh, there it is. Wait a moment. I got to do my sound bite. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. They don't want the smoke. They don't want the smoke. Robert says, I think the U-Haul is coming. Yeah, the U-Haul is going to be coming, all right, though. I don't think the U-Haul is going to be coming. Let's go further than that. I believe those silver bracelets is going to be coming, especially for Obama and all the rest of them, man, to be honest with it all. John says, sorry, Stiller might leave it. You know, I know a lot of y'all watch football, man. You know, I'm over here in Detroit. The Lions, how about them Lions, you know? How about them Lions, you know? But, yeah, man. Gotta go, brother. Michael says, and Michael, I appreciate you coming back, man. It's all good. Josie says, clean up. Yeah. John says, did you see the Somalis flew out of the airport? $700 million in 19 months. What the? I know, right? That's what I'm saying, though, man. It's like crazy, though, John. You look at all that money. And Tim Tampon, I call him Balls. Tim Balls to the wall. Walls. I was cracking up when I said that. Tampon Tim, right? Balls to the wall, man. Because I don't know how in the hell is he going to get out of this one, man. Because this is how the corruption is, man. They all had to partake on it. They all was in on it. This was a huge operation. And it wasn't just in Minneapolis, though, man. This is going over in these other states. Was it Ohio's involved? Man, this is a network, man. Joe says, trust the pain, you know. Trust the pain. Let me go and post that one up. Hold on for a minute. Let's go ahead and get that up over there. Yep, there it is. Yeah, man. Watch Glenn when possible. I'm going to check it out, though, John. You know what I'm saying? I will. Richard says, why have so many ICE agents left the agency, you know? I don't know about so many ICE agents, because I know some of them, I will say this, I'm probably in agreement to us. I don't know what the percentage are, but I do know this. There are, since 2026, they hired, like 15,000 ICE agents or something like that. So, and then they deployed another 1,000 over there in Minneapolis. So they're on the move, man. They're on the move. And then now you got MAGA coming to the support as well, too, which is a beautiful thing, though, man. It's about time, you know, because like I said, though, they're not going to win on the left, man. I don't see them winning. This is why the voter rolls are so important. These pushback states that refuse to allow us to look at those voter rolls. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. And this is how important it is, because when you know, like California, Ohio, what's the other one? There's a few other, Illinois, you know, when you look at the Colorado, you're looking at these states that are pushing back. I believe it's Arizona too, but thank you for the likes, but they're pushing back right now. They don't want us, or don't want the people in the administration under Trump to see what they've been doing. We know they've been cheating. You know, even Michael Lindell, you know, the guy with My Pillow, you know what I'm saying? He did a symposium in regards to this, broke the whole Dominion voting machines down, the wireless rigging that they were doing. And also they had help from the outside with other foreign countries and stuff that was involved in the voting process. All this stuff right now in the 2020 election was fraud. No dang on way in the world that Biden beat Trump. Not by far. They had to cheat. And this is why the American people now are seeing the low-down Democrats on the left for what they really are. These are cheaters, liars, ripping us off of our tax, us as taxpayers is what I'm trying to say. What else have they been doing, right? This is a money operation, right? Money laundering operation that has been halted. Trump shut down turned off the sprickets, right? There's nowhere the money can flow to now. And they're upset. They're mad as you know what, right? Because this is what it is. They have been ripping off the American people, right? Pushing war, pushing regime change, running a colorless revolution and all this other kind of stuff. This is what they've been doing, ladies and gentlemen. Now that the facts are coming out, we are seeing it live, whether you agree with Trump or not. You cannot deny what they've been doing on the left. Nobody is that blind. You know what I'm saying? So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a different space right now here in America, right? For the first time, we have a president that we all voted for, 77 million plus voted for Trump. We voted for this, right? This is what we wanted, right? We wanted to see what? The economy get better. We wanted that border shut down, right? That was the biggest thing because they were coming in, was it between 15 to 20 million illegals that were coming into this country? Look at what the result of it. I'm over here damn near close to Dearborn, right? Look at what's going on over here. You have the Muslim Brotherhood that have infiltrated America as well, too. Look what they've been doing. They've been all in our political seats and all that type of stuff. You don't do that unless if you're trying to take over for what within. And we're already on it now, right? So we need to get these people out of here. If you are not American-born, first generation and things like that, you don't need to be in our political process. How did Ilhan Omar and Taliba Rashid, how did these people, right, get in our Congress? They should not be there. They don't belong there. They need to go back home to Somalia. And going home, they will. They will be deported sooner or later. Let me just catch up with a little bit more of the things here. We got... I appreciate here, whether if it's a dislike or like, both make the algorithms look good. I appreciate it. I really do, though, you know. So Kick says, you're black and support white nationalism, you know. And like I said before, I'm here to challenge that, though, Rick, because you're uninformed of what white nationalism is. You've been fed by the Democrats because of the Ku Klux Klan. You cannot show me anywhere. There's another dislike. It don't matter. It makes the things go. The more you dislike, the more it still help me in the algorithm. Whether you agree or disagree. That's why I don't get upset with you on your different point of view. But you are wrong when it comes down to that, you know, because nationalism is what we are. I'm black and I'm a nationalist as well, too, which means America first. We are patriots, right? Well, it thinks what this country is built on, Judeo-Christian values as well. This is what it always have been, you know what I mean? So therefore, there's no white or black or anything. We are all Americans. So this is what this hat means. So whether you agree or disagree, you living in one of the greatest countries in the world where it gives you what freedom of speech to even say what you are saying right now. If Trump was that fascist, racist, he would stop you right now in your tracks. This would be shut down. But you know who did all that? Went after these tech companies was Biden. Joe Biden shut this down, right? Let's go on and keep it real, right? Joe Biden went out against, let's say, his political opponents, right? He attacked his political opponents, put them in jail, right? Freedom of speech. It was all censorship on the internet. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? You don't have to agree. But one thing for sure is that we know this, though. Where we're going, ladies and gentlemen, we are going in a beautiful position, a beautiful place right now, right? Because we have somebody in control, which is Donald Trump. He's not a wuss. We already saw that when it came down with Moderna, right? How he got his behind on out of there. You know, if these people, what we're seeing right now under the Monroe Doctrine, we're seeing a regime change right in front of us, right? The old corrupt system is on their way out, and they know it. It's just a matter of time, though, right, for the rest of them. And when we start seeing the big fish like Obama and them go down, and I'm going to tell you right now, man, the people that's rah-rah for Obama, they ain't going to be able to take it, man. When his ass is in the silver bracelets, y'all going to go absolute. You Obama lovers, y'all going to go absolutely ham. They're going to say, he's a racist. And don't know the ish that Obama been doing, man. It's really ridiculous, though. But like I said, though, I could tell where Rick is coming from right now. He doesn't know what nationalism really means. He's been miseducated by the Democrats. And here we are telling the truth for what it is, because now we got the platform. We have the voice. They don't. We have the narrative. We also have the control. They do not, right? So there that is. So therefore, let me go into my show, and then I'll come back to the other. Let's go into my show first, and then we'll go back into the other things. So I'm gonna show that video as well too. So in other words, though, Minneapolis, right, is straight up on the fire right now, right? It's literally. Let me see here. I'm going to get my magnifying that a little bit. Eyes ain't the way they used to be, you know what I'm saying? To tell the truth, though. It ain't the way it used to be, you know? Yeah, but it's more, like I said, I love all the likes, though. You guys are doing the likes that's really doing great. And the ones that may disagree, you're helping out my channel as well. Whether you agree or disagree, for the people that don't like it, you still help them out my algorithm, and this is why I show up on your timeline. Ain't that right? So I appreciate it, though. Either way, I win. You know what I'm saying? No need to get upset. Everybody got to could believe whatever they want to believe, because this is America. Let me go back to my point now, right? So ICE is deep in the middle, right, of Trump's huge immigration crackdown. Thousands of agents flooding into sanctuary cities like Minneapolis, targeting neighborhoods with a lot of Somali immigrants, right, and other communities. Things get tense fast. The boom and ICE agents and so forth, right, describe that, let's see, it was a name by the name of Jonathan Ross, described by people who know him as hardcore MAGA conservative Christian and an Iraq veteran, right? Shoots and kills a 37-year-old woman named Renee Nicole Good, right? This is the one, let's talk about that too, right? Because Renee Nicole Good, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not happy for the fact that she got herself killed. You notice how I said she got herself terminated, right? And we know the reason why. It's already have been coming out about Renee Nicole Good. She was out there agitating these guys, pulling them over, obstructing and impeding traffic. She was doing this stuff, right? She's been asked many of times to stop. Her girlfriend, keep driving, keep going. I watched the video so many times. No matter what the people on the left say, remember, MAGA, we have the narrative, right? We control it. They do not. And this was because they're fake news. They might just believe in that type of stuff. And nothing's going to happen to this guy. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Jonathan, right? There's nothing's going to happen to Jonathan Ross. That's the thing about it. Because as a certain amount of immunity that Trump have given the police officers, and they already signed off on it, that he did what he had to do because that car was going to run. I heard a loud clunk, like he'd been hit, right? And he put her down. This is the same dude, Jonathan Ross, that was dragged like so many yards before, right? Had to get stitches all down his leg. And he went to the hospital, right? It shows up on the medical report that he was injured, right? But they want to go ahead and big up this woman and make her sound like she was all that. She was being paid, I believe, up to like $1,000. We already know this is Soros, Open Source Society. This is where the stuff is coming from, ladies and gentlemen. Do not believe these phony protesters out here. They are phony as a $3 bill. It doesn't exist. Because why would somebody that have no connections to a Somali person, we ain't never saw that stuff before. You know what I'm saying? Whether you have a bleeding heart for Somalis, you ain't going to risk life and limb unless you're getting paid for it. And that's what these fake protesters and Antifa, they only out here because they're being told, they were even questioned before, why are you out here, right? A lot of them couldn't even explain. That's why they say, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. Because they cannot explain or debate the insane logic that they have, right? This is one of the main reasons. They always shy off the camera. They be doing all, why are you hiding? You're already out there. They got the mask on and stuff, so they don't want to be identified. Because if they're identified, a lot of these people got jobs, right? Look at it what it is, though. You know, they out here protesting. Shouldn't you be at home with your 3 kids instead of out here doing this? She didn't really have no job in between jobs. And many of them are like this. Look at them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you guys the other one where the one ICE person knocked this one guy, man. He knocked him. You could see him after that dude hit, the MAGA dude hit this dude. He would just sleep on his feet. He fell back on his back. He would sleep on his feet. When he clocked him, y'all saw that? I'm gonna show that video. He got clocked. You know what I'm saying? Pow! Right in the face, man. Right in the jaw. And he was asleep on his feet, guys. He was like sleep. He fell right down on his back, man. I tell you, man. So, yeah. So, you're going to start seeing more of this stuff because now the protesters are going to be getting a taste of their own medicine. This is a no-hold bars. We are tired and sick of you guys over here on the left. And we're not going to cow down and we're not going to bow down. That's why I believe in the Second Amendment. You know, like I said before, we keep our guns. You can keep your change. We keep our guns, right? And anybody going for this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Run up on the wrong person, hey, they'll be over here bringing flowers like this one young lady, though, you know? That's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be planning a funeral for you. You got to stop messing around with these people, man. These people already, and this is a vet, too? Please. Protest erupts nationwide under ICE out for good banner, right? In Minneapolis. Thousands in streets chanting machining, right? Some throwing ice chunks and rocks at cops. And look at this, look at what they're doing, man. They've been told to do this. This is what these are tactics that they learn to do, right? This is what they're doing and crying victim at the same time. You guys on the left are looking ridiculous. You know that? It's really, really sad how bad you guys are really looking, right? Because you have been showing how violent you guys are. You fall for the okie doke every time, the fake news and the narratives about how you guys are the victims and how MAGA is the ones that are, let's say, trying to infringe on your rights. Trump ain't infringed on none of your rights. Obama did, and Biden definitely did. Biden definitely is infringing on the rights under his administration, which is they're still trying to run it, but they don't have the narrative no more, ladies and gentlemen. It's steady being taken from them. Because if you take the money flow away, what do they have left? Nothing but trying to orchestrate and do riots, right? This is why George Soros is under investigation. We could get his ass locked up, though, too. These people and your Bill Gates, right? Eric Kessler, right? These are these people right here. What's this other one over? Jeff Bezos, right? And all the rest of them, right? They hate America, right? They hate America. So what do you do when you hate America? You push for regime change, right? You pay people, right? Get them all ramped up. Get the signs out there. It's all phony, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't exist. It's not real. This is a phony protest. How can you have a protest when most of their protesters go violent? This is a thing. You can't call that a protest. It's in our Constitution. You can protest. You know, that's all they've been saying. But they don't know what real communism really means, right? We're talking about a socialist control, right, of what you say, where you could go, what car you could buy. This is the stuff that Mondami and all these other Mundummy is trying to push right now. We know what communism is. You know why? Because I read the Communist Manifesto. That's why I'm aware of it. I suggest you guys, if you don't have it, go and read the Communist Manifesto, because the things in the book is jumping off the pages today. It's a fact. This is why we are in this space right now. And then these old mindless people that's getting paid to go out here and do these phony protests, you know, they're getting paid for it. And it's already been covered on my last live, man. This is phony. When I went in on Soros and them, which I call him Darth Hideous, which is Darth Sidious, you know. Where my evil laugh at? I talked about him before, right? Where my evil laugh at? Hold on for a minute. I got to do it right when I do Darth Hideous, right? That's what I said. Hold on for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Where's my evil? Oh, there it is. That's what I'm talking about, right? These are the evil people, right? Behind their, what is it, BLM, Summer of Love, you know what I'm saying? This is the same stuff, no kings, and so forth, burning all those Teslas. Remember that type of stuff? They are showing how violent they are, you know? The Charlie Kirk thing, they were here in Detroit, man, going down there when Trump was in town. And I wanted to cover that real bad, but traffic and stuff But I do have the photos of Air Force One and things. So therefore, you guys better see that too when I do post it eventually. But yeah, man, this is where we are with this thing though, man. So MAGA patriots joining ICE. That's what we're talking about, right? So again, protect the federal agents, right? And these are volunteers. They're not being paid. MAGA people are not paid. But these other people that you see that got the bigger spaces on YouTube and all these other social medias, they being paid. They're being paid to push propaganda. I've been exposed. They were already exposed, but I've been talked about it on my lives before, you know? And some of the ones that you guys run across on a day-to-day basis, they're nothing more than agents of chaos is what I say before. You can always tell when somebody is being paid. I do this as this is volunteer. Trump is not paying me. What is it? Republicans ain't paying me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting paid by no organization to be able to put out the truth, right? I do this because I care about this country. I want to see MAGA win, make America great again for us all. Now, on the left, nobody's telling you can't be American no more, but you have to follow the law. If you don't like it here, why don't you do what Rosie O'Donnell did? Get your behind on the airplane. Where's my, oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, get on the plane and fly the hell out of here. You ain't got to stay here. You have the right to get on that airplane and fly wherever you want to go. You don't have to be in America. You're going to find out sooner or later. When you go to these other countries, you don't have no constitution. You don't have any of those rights no more. You coming in these countries. Why you think everybody trying to come here? But you'll find that out. If you don't like it if Trump is so bad for you, why don't you go over there to Nicaragua, you know? Go to these Latin countries, right? If you care, why don't you go to Mexico, right? If you can stand and survive the cartel and corruption over there, why don't you go there? You better have money as long as train smoke, and you better have the resources to protect it because they coming. You won't have it nowhere better than America. But hey, you want to go? Adios. You have every right to leave. You don't have to be here. You don't have to agree with me. This ain't an agreeable channel. I do have most people that are like-minded people that believe in America winning. That makes you patriots, just like I am. I'm a patriot of the United States of America, right? Constitutional republic is what we should have been and where we are going right now. You guys are either going to fall in line, or you have the option to go somewhere else. The choice is yours. You don't have to stay here. Right? Instead of talking about all this other crap. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so what else are we talking about here? Let me show you the video. That's what I wanted to do. And then we'll go back on this. So let me go and play the video here. So nothing like seeing but the believing, right? And this is live. And we're going to watch this. Look at this. Boy, look at this. Can y'all hear it? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Saying, we need you, President Trump. MAGA is out there. Look at these ICE agents. Yeah, you see what they're doing? That's not peaceful. That's about to turn into another riot. They're not peaceful people. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. The left always been about violence anyway. They've been told, Open Society, George Soros, they all been trained to go out here and be a menace. ICE is still law enforcement, whether they agree or disagree. You know, and I'm glad that we're starting to see accountability and pushback against this stuff. Because the arrests and being locked up and not easily getting out, they got them over here on camera doing this stuff. Look at this. And they're lucky that they're using pepper spray, because it could be they could start using rubber bullets, and those hurt a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? Certain parts of the world, they still use rubber bullets. You know? We got them here too. We got them here. You don't want to get hit by no rubber bullet. That ain't nothing fun. You guys on the left better start smartening up, man, because you're going to start seeing this and more of it. This ain't going away. Remember, you are the minority group. Your little cities, you don't run jack shit throughout the state. That's all conservative. You just have the city. They have the rest of the state. So you guys better start smartening up right now and knowing which side your bread is buttered on, because you ain't going to win this war. And we ain't seen nothing yet, ladies and gentlemen. We know that the left is going to try to pull out stuff before midterms and things. And Trump got the Insurgency Act on that, you know. I remember this guy from before here when he was over here in Dearborn. Yep. That's what we need. We need more ICE as ever before to go into these cities. These are radicals, man. Look at them. Look at this. Because there's more people in America, ladies and gentlemen, that agree with what's going on right now. For the first time ever, America first, right? They're not out here. We are not the aggressors. The people on the left are. Because look how angry they are when they come into these type of chat forums and stuff like that. You know, when they come on live chats, they're very, very angry, very, very frustrated. If you guys were to see the, you said were to see the live, I'm over here looking at it right now. If you see the chats over here, the majority of people got red hearts, ice, ice, baby, and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? We on the right side of history. The left is on the wrong side of history. And they're going to find out sooner or later that there's more of us than there are them and things. So that's why we need to bring the insane asylum back, because these people need it, man. There's something wrong with these people. All this victimhood and stuff like that, you know, and they gotta, because so they can get on the computer and act like a keyboard warrior, want to act big, bad, and tough, knowing that you ain't even about that life. Can't stop a bullet. Just can't stop no bullet. Think about that. You up here getting up in the face of these ICE agents. I would never do that. Even if I disagreed, I wouldn't be dumb like that. But some of them are, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to take that $1,000 to go out here and act a damn fool. Because these are deadbeats. Most of them are. You know, this ain't no protest. This is a riot. A riot soon to happen. You know, when you want to follow the Constitution, you do it in a peaceful manner. Can't do that. You got Antifa, that's known as a national terrorist, right? International terrorist, to be honest. Look at the type of mayhem they've been doing. Look at this type of stuff here. It gets worse than this, ladies and gentlemen. You know, look at this stuff. This is ridiculous. They got the whistles. They've been told to have a whistle. Blow the whistle. Look at it. Pull your cell phone out. Is it working? No. Did it work for Nicole Good? Right? Did it work for her? No. Right? Many of y'all had the opportunity to pull Nicole out of that situation, but no. Y'all kept taunting her until she lost her life. You know who I blame? It's her fault and the people that was pushing her's fault. Her girlfriend's fault. It was her fault. Whatever you want to call it, wife or girlfriend, it was her fault, right? And that's exactly what it is. I'm not afraid to say that. Why should we? Look at this stuff, man. This is live right now. This is live right now, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this stuff. Look at it. It's always going to escalate and get worse and worse and worse until the left start to understand when they're met with the same type of force, which is through ICE, because they're not playing around. They're not playing around. Yeah. You have a right to say what you want to say, but do not get involved. Do not interrupt. Do not obstruct, right? Law enforcement. Because if I was law enforcement, I'd drag your ass down too and arrest you and throw your ass behind bars with the rest of them, right? You think that George Soros give a damn about you? They just using your stupid behind for you guys that are out there. You think George Soros give a flying whatever? This guy is a multi-billionaire that need to be arrested, and we will see accountability to have Mr. Krusty arrested, you know? He don't give a damn about you. And then many of you fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Look at this. This is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Look at this. We're going to show some other stuff, too. I got to show where that one, where the one MAGA cold cock, that one dude knocked him out. He was asleep on his feet, man. That's what I'm talking about. And this was a guy, it was one MAGA guy. I think he had 3 or 4 of these soy boys on him, and he was just dropping them too, man. And I love it, right? When you are meeting a real man against a soy boy, you know, my man threw them hands for real. He was asleep on his feet, knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you, I'm going to show it too. Look at this. This is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to like what I'm saying, but one thing for sure, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the right side of history. It's not about what the people on the left got going on. Nope. Nah, not at all. Look at this. Boy, I tell y'all. Boy, I tell you. I appreciate you guys for showing up, though. If I haven't gotten to all the comments and things like that, they're coming in so fast here, you know, for some of them. Let me see here. Just want to still show this video, and then I got something else to show as well, too. I really appreciate you guys. You know, a lot of you guys want this country to do better. We all do. Economically, politically, and so forth, socially, you know. But this is paid agitators is what I call them. These are agitators and provocateurs, salvatores to America. That's what they are. It's a disgrace. They got this much of wear and thaw. They got this type of discipline for people they don't even know. They didn't have the same thing in the so-called black community as I keep bringing up. These are hypocrites, ladies and gentlemen. We had crime, violence, and drugs. You ain't seen not one of them come out there to try to curtail that. But they can go over here talking about illegals. That's how you know something is not right, ladies and gentlemen. This is, again, they're paid. They're being paid. They're bought. They don't even know the policies. They don't know what's going on. They already been busted out for that. This is just make-up stuff. Look at this. Boy, I tell you, man, look at this. This is ridiculous. And I appreciate the likes, too. I really do. Thank you so much. That's the thing about it. Whether you like it or dislike it, it still helps the algorithm. Got to say that, though, you know. So, you know, I appreciate you guys hanging with me so far. It's over here snowing today, too. Look at this. I wanted to cover the one with Trump yesterday so bad. I really did. Boy, look at this here. Boy, I tell you, this is ridiculous. Boy, I tell y'all, man, this is, oh, boy, this is something else, man. This is something else. This is ridiculous. Man, you know, I'm just saying, I appreciate another like, thank you. Yeah, we are all patriots, man, as I said before. We don't hate America, but look who's showing you that they hate America is on the left. Whether you're a moderate, even some liberals don't even rock with this, and I know some. Many of my family, too, they ain't rocking with this nonsense, going out here putting yourself and doing bodily harm to somebody else. That don't even sound right. If it wouldn't be so bad if the left were to demonstrate and protest, but no, they have to be aggressive. They're trying to push back because the people that they are protecting are their constituents, right? These are the people that the left need in regards to the vote. They know it. But like it is, they're not stopping nothing because we already know the voter rolls are being, let's say, cleaned up, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak. So they can do all the pushback as they can in these blue cities. But like it is, justice will prevail, you know? It's just a matter of time. They on borrowed time anyway. And right now, I don't see anything, because once we get this lower judges and so forth under control, we get they behind out of here, then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the like, I appreciate it. We're going to start really seeing accountability, because American people, we have waited for accountability far too long. If Trump can hear me, these are the people of America saying, hey, get these people out of here. We need more ICE. We need to have control out here on the streets where law and order is going to prevail. You know, because this is right here that you're seeing. We're looking at a microcosm, right, of it. And this can go real bad if it's not curtailed. But right now, Trump and the Patriots, we have all the leverage. The left don't. This is a desperate act of trying to have some pushback to stall for the midterms. That simple. They don't have the narrative. They don't have the control. The fake news been feeding all this BS is not working. Every time they put out something fake, you got some people like social people that are doing the news on social media. They come out with the actual facts. We've been kicking their behind with the facts since Trump been in office. Look at this. Look at this ridiculousness. Right, boy, I tell you, boy, this here is some of the worst. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate the like, too. Thank you so much. Yep. This is your boy, Tony Love, you know, and I'm coming with a lot of love. Thank you for the other like. This is something that we are looking at, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your brother, right? I'm a patriot as well. I love America, right? I'm going to have to start putting my American flag up, too. But right now, I'm just wearing the MAGA cap. Make America great again. We are the majority people in America. These libs on the left, these libtards, they're not the majority of the people. We were tricked to think that they were the majority of the people. We were lied to, how they went into our voting. They've been stealing votes. They've been doing this a long time. It ain't just Joe Biden. They've been doing this stuff for a long time. Now that their asses is under fire right now. Tim Walz ain't going to he's not even trying to go back in there trying to be the governor again. That tells you something. And you're seeing a lot of other people step down, right? Because the jig is up, right? There's nowhere else that these libs can go. And like I said, we get Clinton's ass arrested and all the rest of them for the shit that they've been doing, right? And many others, you know? Comey, Tapper, and all the rest of them. Clapper and all the rest of them, right? This is exactly what it is. This is exactly what it is. The real racists have always been on the left. You can look at, once again, look at what's going on over here. Look at the black community, why they never flourish, right? Because of Democrat-leaning policies that have pretty much decimated our communities. These are the same hypocrite people, right? Look at what they're doing, though. And I love to debate them. They won't debate me. They don't want to. They don't want this smoke. All they're going to do is run and hide like they do. I don't have no comment. They can't even handle Caitlin Bennett. Many of you guys follow her channel, man. I rock with Caitlin Bennett out of Florida. They can't even handle her, right? Caitlin Bennett can handcuff a lot of these, and these are older people, too old, right? These are old fools, these old baby boomers, for some of them that's over there on the left. You know, they can't even handle Caitlin Bennett, right? And shout out to Caitlin Bennett, man. She's really doing her thing, man. You know, with her cute self out there, you know, she's over there taking the fight to them in their territory. But they better not put their hands on her, I'll tell you that much. Shout out to Caitlin Bennett. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. But this is what it is. Look at it. Boy, look at this here. Yep. To your dislikes, I got more likes than your dislikes. No, I ain't worried about your dislikes. You ain't got to like it. And that's why they are upset and angry, though. And I love it. I love it. I wear this hat for pride. But if you can't stand what I got going on, though, then you got a mental problem. Right? Thank you for the likes. 20 likes, though. Look at this. Boy, I tell you, y'all been really rocking out, man. See, these people, they don't have a narrative. They just go in here with the insults. A lot of them are paid. They paid for on the internet because you have better things to do. These people are phony, ladies and gentlemen. You still got bots. You still got phonies that come in these rooms thinking they're being destructive. They're not. Right? Because real people are out working and got things to do. People getting off from work. They ain't got time for this nonsense. Only people that are paid for. These are people that, once again, this is coming from people that's been paid. That's straight what it is. I mean, they don't even know how to troll, man. That's the thing about it. Tell me something that a troll can do with telling the truth. Right? when they getting paid. That's why that's going to be cut off. Because when you guys are not being paid no more, I bet you that you ain't going to see them out here doing this. When they cut the sprinkets off from the Open Society, right, and all the rest of these blues organizations that have been funneling money to, you know. We're aware of the Sunshine Corporation and all the rest of them, right? Used to be Arabella. We are familiar with these think tanks, right, that they have funneled money into these organizations, the Color Society and all the rest of them. The Color Revolution, I mean, there's a lot of them that they've been doing. They've been behind BLM. They've been behind Summer of Love, right? We're calling them out for what they really are, right? These are the people, right, that are the traitors to America. In fact, the whole DNC is the traitors of the United States of America. And this is why Trump has just signed off to do the RICO laws on their behind. They are tracing where the money is going. They already have it anyway. The people are starting to see, and they've been seeing, that the radical left so-called agenda and movement is steady dying. They don't have the narrative anymore. It's all thumbs down for them, and they know it. They're not going to get by this midterms. Are you kidding me? We're going to start seeing real arrests, though. I do believe that before the midterms, because when Trump, here's one of his ace in the holes, and he got a few of them. If Trump were to sign off on the actual Insurrection Act, it's game over. Because when the military come in, they ain't winning. They're going to shut these cities down. It's going to be curfew, you know, and everything else. They're going to shut it down, as they should. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling on it. Ain't nobody worried about them. They don't have the narrative. They won't be able to cheat anymore. Billy says, amen. Thank you, man. David says, I agree. I appreciate you guys, man. Adam says these Dems are going to take the Senate, too. No, the Dems ain't going to take the Senate. They're not going. That's what you've been told, because the corruption is steady coming out. What you don't realize is that we are going to be seeing arrests, right? We are going to see it. So with the Epstein, remember, there's still things on that file that I believe that he's still holding back. Trump got a few options that what y'all don't realize on the left. You know, that's why I'm laughing, because when he's been timing this stuff out. All this stuff has been coming out. It's been timed, ladies and gentlemen. It's time release, like medicine. Time release. You just don't throw everything out there. Trump got a counter to what the left is doing. They don't have it. They want to scare people to think they have it. Oh, yeah. We know in the history they've been known to take in the primaries. But all this corruption coming out, there's no way in the world that they would be able to do that, because those voter rolls are real. The stuff is being cleaned up. Now that he declared RICO laws on the whole DNC, how they going to take the Senate when you got RICO laws and people that's coming in there to check them out and to look at those where that money has been going, looking for the money laundering, looking for all these other scams and all this fraud that they've been doing, back in where this other money's been going, and all this other type of stuff, dark money been given to them. The whole DNC was financed by Epstein. Oh my gosh. Boy, I tell y'all, man. Look at this stuff. This is a disgrace to America. These are low-life scum out here that you see right now. There's nothing peaceful about that. Just riots. Ain't nothing peaceful about that. You know? This ain't peaceful. When you gotta have MAGA out there and all the rest of this stuff to try to protect and stand with ICE, which I do stand with ICE, you know, as well. Boy, let's go. As well as what David said. Let's go. Let's go get them. Let's go get these son of a bitches, right? We're going to get these George Soros. Your time is come, you know? Eric Kessler, your time has come. Bill Gates and things, your time has come, right? Jeff Bezos and all the rest of y'all, man. George, it was said Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, your time is coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when y'all asses are being hauled in for all of the shit, because they already have it. They already know where the money been going to. They've been funding this type of stuff. This ain't no real protest, right? They got this stuff. It's already there. They incriminated themselves, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't got to prove nothing. They already have the proof already. It's just a matter of time, right? They already know. We need to see these son of a bitches go down, right? We got to have a hanging, right? Well, we got to have a death penalty, right? For the treason stuff that they've been doing against America and the American people, right? I say bring back the hanging, bring back lethal injection, what they still haven't. Bring it. It's about time that we have them, hang them high. Just like Clint Eastwood. Hang them high, damn it. We got to hang these traitors out with all this money. Your money ain't going to stop you. You are not above the law. We want to see a hanging. It's about time that we saw a hanging, you know? That's what they did with our other traitors. Hang them. Military court, hang them. With the guns, the firing squad, whatever we got to do it, man, for these traitors, right? That's what they are. Yes, sir, right? Billy, for y'all feel me? These are traitors. And anybody else that want to stand against America, right? The same fate should be happen to you as well. We want a hanging, right? We want the gun squad, right? The firing squad, right? And we also want the lethal injection, man. Either one of those would do for me. And that is too good for them. Death is too good for them, to be honest. They should be allowed to be tortured for years for the torture that they have done against American people. While they sat up here and got all high and living off the high of the hall, enjoying their billions, while we over here scuffling and suffering or whatever like that. You know? I don't feel sorry for these bastards at all. Hell no. Right? Why should we? These so-called elites, right, that put money on our politicians. They control the left and the right, right? The rhinos and the Democrats are being controlled by Soros. That's a fact, right? You agree or disagree? We know it's a fact, right? These guys are the ones. They are the perpetrators. Till we get down to the get down, that's exactly what it is, right? And I want to see more pushback against this. Soros, we see you, right? Right? That's exactly what it is. Your act blue, right? These open society. There's so many of them out here. And he's been doing it, right? He's an enemy of America, right? Right? Him and his son. We want to go after Alex too, right? Leave no stone turned, right? Because it's about time we see a hanging. We got to see a hanging, ladies and gentlemen, of the traitors of America, right? The ones that have sold America out, selling secrets to our enemies, opening up the back door. We shouldn't have sleeper cells of people in this country wanting to do these terrorist acts against the innocent American people. No, not at all. We shouldn't be dealing with this type of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. What we should be dealing with is people that are standing up, loving on America, right? Look at this stuff. They're trying to create a divide against the American people, right? It ain't going to work because the liberals are a minority group. We are the majority, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this ICE, the military, is going to be National Guards, military. We got so many options to shut this ish down. And that's what's going to happen. And this is going to happen before midterms. I do believe it. I appreciate the likes, though, too. Thank you so much. But I believe that it's going to actually happen, though, you know. To they 10 dislikes, it helps my algorithm anyway. The more dislikes, the more that you bump me up. So keep bumping me up. Keep disagreeing. It don't matter to me. This is America, right? But the left, they don't like difference of opinion. They are also the problem, not the solution. They are the problem. They are the ones, right? Ice, ice, baby. Let's give it to them, guys. Ice, ice, baby in the chat. If you rock with me, and I know a lot of you do, right? This is exactly what it is. They ain't got no channel. They're not up here doing what they want to do. They just want to be over here. This is why I tell you, a lot of these people that come in here disagreeing, they're nothing but bots. I don't even take them seriously, man. They just come in here. They're not even clever at all, man. They can't stand the heat. So get the F out the kitchen. That's what it is. These are bots paid for, ladies and gentlemen, just like you see over here with these phony protests. I appreciate the likes, too. Thank you. You guys are really rocking out with me today. Look at this type of stuff. Look what we're ended up right now. Allowing these people, allowing the media, right? They had control over a lot of things. That's what socialism does, right? because we already know that these are tactics that they do. They took control of the monetary system. They took control of the government. They took control of the education. They took control of the legal system, which included law enforcement. They had a lot of this stuff on their watch, especially in these blue states, right? This is exactly what it is. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. These tactics are part of what we call socialism, which is under communism. You got to sneak socialism in here in order to get the communism to work. They didn't do this overnight, ladies and gentlemen. They've been doing this for a long time, since 1913, since they instituted what we call the Federal Reserve Bank, right? These are facts, right? So it took a course of time in order for them to get the traction where they were, right? Look at what Trump been doing. He's been pushing back against the great so-called elites, right? That champion for socialism and communism, this totalitarian system that they tried to do. They were trying to get rid of the Constitution when they brought in Homeland Security and all this other stuff. Look at what Trump hijacked it. He took it back by the people with the vote. And look at what Trump did. He's been pushing the deep state back. This is why they really hate Trump, right? Talking about he's a fascist. When all this time under over Biden and all the rest of them, where they were told when the COVID thing was happening, we were told where to be at and so forth. All this other nonsense, man. We were told that, right? We were told where to be, 6 feet distancing, right? They want us to wear a mask. They put a mandate over the Constitution. That's why all that failed and went to the toilet. You guys seen what they were doing on social media and Twitter. You guys seen it firsthand what they were doing. They were infringing on our rights, right? And now we are really seeing it. Trump did neither of those things. All those things came from under who? Obama, Biden. The basement running the country for real was Obama. And that's my opinion of it, right? This is one of the main reasons, ladies and gentlemen, why we're seeing all this corruption is being exposed right now. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. This stuff is being more exposed than ever before, ladies and gentlemen, and we are seeing it in real time. We're going to start seeing more, though, too, right? So these don't pay no attention to the bots. Pay no attention to the paid agitators, right? They're not advocating worth-ish. These are agitators paid for, right? That's what they is, right? We already been talked about this stuff already, but we are in a great place right now. Fuck around and find out, and they are fucking around. Since they fucked around, they are finding out today, ladies and gentlemen. And I stand on that with everything I love. 10 toes down, MAGA for life, ladies and gentlemen. We keeping up the fight. We're going to be there on the midterms. We're going to vote these rhino-ass Republican in name only. We're going to vote their ass out of here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. We're going to get the rhinos out. We're going to vote their behind out. And all this corruption, when we start seeing more of these Senate, people start getting out of it because it's coming. It's coming. They already know. They can't stand the heat. They ain't going to stay the way that it's going now. We're starting to see a movie that's being exposed. And if you watch the movie from Tulsi Gabbard, right, and the Steele dossier, right, Russia hoax, right, the Clinton Foundation over there in Haiti, Port-au-Prince and all the rest of that stuff, what was going on over there, of course they don't want to show up. Right? I mean, look at it. If you was under those type of accusations where they got evidence, of course you don't want to question, right? So they are guilty themselves. And these were the elites of the Democrat Party, right? Talking about the Clintons, right? They are the elite darlings of the Democrat. You say used to be, right? There it is, right? So we are starting to really, it's unraveling itself, and they can't stop it. Trump did this masterfully well, ladies and gentlemen. This is why the hate for Trump really happened, right? This is the real reason. They had nothing to do with fascism, racism, or any of that stuff. I love it when Trump gave that middle finger to one of those Ford workers, thought he was being slick, right? He wasn't expecting that Trump gave him a middle finger. He was like, fuck you. We ain't got no president have to be presidential, man. When you disrespecting the president, that's exactly what you're going to get, the middle finger. If it was me as a president, I would do the same thing, though, right? I sure would. You know, I sure would. That's why, man. Oh, sissy soy boy, right? Look at that, right? Yeah, like you said, David, Trump is playing 4D chess, right? The Democrats are playing checkers. This is why Trump has been winning and the Dems have been losing. Look at they losers, right? That come on these channels, got a channel, right? That want to be against Trump. They are paid for, man. Johnny is paid for, right? That's what I say. Santana Jones is paid for, right? The other ball here, is paid for, right? We go down with that Ari and all the rest of them. They are paid for, man. All of them have taken dark money. David Pacman is paid for once again. There's a whole list. I already did a live about them already. They are paid for, ladies and gentlemen. They've been exposed. Dark money, right? Which is nothing more than the deep state. These are operatives, right? And they are your provocateurs and saboteurs. And their job is to run confusion, right? Because they've been bought, right? Candace Owens, bought. That's my opinion, and I see it for what it is, right? Nick Fuentes, bought, right? They're trying to destroy MAGA, trying to separate, right? This is exactly what it is. Look at what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a travesty, man. Look at this type of stuff. Because people don't know how to act and do a real protest. Let the ICE agents do their job, because these are illegals in this country, right? Right? They didn't come in here legally. They came here illegal. These are illegal aliens. They ain't migrants. These are illegal aliens, right? Is what they truly are. They have no purpose here in America whatsoever. They do not. They don't have no purpose here. They've been brought over here under a bullshit regime, which is the Biden administration, and how that election was hijacked and taken from him from Trump, right? And he got the evidence on that. And when the people that was behind that in J6, man, they got so much dirt on these people, man. It's a wrap, man. That's why I just say, that's why I be smiling, man. They ain't stopping ish, right? We got all the leverage and the Dems don't. Here they are trying to play checkers. Trump has been playing 4D chess the whole time. I love how Trump trolled these idiots, right? He trolled them over here on Greenland, right? He's just been trolling people, man. It's so, it's just, I love how Trump trolled. Because if you've been following Trump long enough, you know when he's trolling people, right? The Dems still don't know the playbook because they don't know how to play chess. Stupid people play checkers. Intelligent people play chess. I've been learning how to play chess since I was 8 years old, right? I didn't never learn how to play checkers, right? I learned how to play chess, right? Because chess is a thinking man's game, not an emotional reaction game, you know? Checkers don't require much to be able to play checkers, right? You can always tell people that play checkers try to play chess. Not many people know how to play chess. There's a lot more chess players out there, right? But you got to have a certain type of IQ and intellect to be able to play chess. And these people don't have it. Look at what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful thing, though. The low IQ people that are emotional, right? They don't have the facts, right? They thrive off of what? Fear, right? This is one of the things that they do. In fact, let me do this, though, too. It's something I want to post up in the room to give you a perfect example of what the liberals really stand for, right? Hold on for one moment here. I just got to pull up here. There we are. And therefore, let us be clear, you know. We're going to, what is a liberal? Hold on for a minute. This is it right here. Here he is right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what a liberal is, right? Let's go ahead on and get it, right? Right here. This is what a liberal is. A liberal, right, is a mentally challenged person who lacks critical thinking, right, thrives on fear-mongering and get duped very easily into believing controversial thing without evidence. And that's exactly what they are. This is exactly what they are. They don't have no idea what a Nazi really is. Because if those were Nazis, they'd be busting their damn heads wide open like a cantaloupe or a watermelon. They don't know what Nazi really is. You think those people were being nice like they are here? Hell no, they weren't using pepper spray. They would have been gunned down, man, and their bodies would have been hauled off in a big-ass dump truck, right? Buried in a shallow grave. They don't have no idea what a Nazi really is, right? Go and look at the history, right? They weren't asking Jews to leave. They were pulling them out of our house, right? That's what I'm saying. So this is what they were doing. This is crap. This is all bullshit. They don't have the narrative at all, though, right? And it's just amazing to me that you got people, look at the paid people that come in my room, right? They paid for it, man. They paid. They hide their face, and they paid for it, you know? Yep. Kamala ran on fear-mongering. You're absolutely correct. In fact, let's go ahead and bring her up, too. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Let me just pause this just for one moment, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on for a minute. Let me do this here. Hold on for a minute. Let me just pause this for 1 minute. And because we got to do this right here.
Hello.
Oh, man. This is, you know who that is, don't you? Oh, man. I'm over here looking at some of you guys and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, shut the fuck up, VJ, before you get knocked out like that one liberal person said, you know? Yeah, like that one person. I'll knock you out. You'll be sleep on your feet, too. Pussy soy boy. Fuck out of here. This is an idiot that y'all listening to. You hear this laughter? Yep. Black for Trump. You got that damn right. This is blacks for Trump. Was it Chicago turning red? Even Kamala like that, don't you, Kamala? Don't you like that? Look at that. Boy, I tell y'all, man. I tell you, man. Look at that. Boy, I say, though, you know, and the black Republicans are rising up because there's more of us now that are rising up, man. Look at that, man. Look at it. Fuck you. Give me time on the place, bitch, man. You only talking shit. You ain't about that life. I'm from Detroit, man. Please. Home of Trick. Come see about it. If you got a problem with me, come and see about it. How about that? Bitch boy, you get online talking this crap or whatever. I really don't buy into this stuff, but just to show you how much of a bitch they are, because real people move in silence. I ain't got to threaten nobody, but you come in my zone, you already know what's going to happen, though, you know. Pop, 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 goes my nine, you'll be asleep permanently on your back, and then your family got to go ahead and take your remains to the funeral home where you belong. So don't act stupid. Right? Don't let this stuff fool you, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that now, you know? Because right now, I'm a Second Amendment rights. I carry, and as you guys should start carrying too. Get your CPL, CCWs. I tell the women that, you know, never be a victim again, right? Because like I said, you got to be good with those tools, if you know what I mean. Ain't nobody street fighting no more. Ain't nobody doing that no more. When you got these people that's in this country, you got Trende Alagra, you got MS-13. These people been allowed to come here and be a menace to this country because these are their foot soldiers. Just like you see they pathetic Antifa and all them. These are foot soldiers, right? These are the cowards that wear the mask for real, right? They hide, and they hide in secret. They hide in the darkness, right? They only out here in the light. A lot of them won't even show their face. They just hide behind a computer, hide their face. Show your face if, like I'm doing, show your face. Show your face. Don't talk about it, be about it. Show your face. See? It's just that simple, you know? That's why they said this guy, look how ridiculous this dude is. Hold on for a minute. Because I got my, I got a list of here as well too. But yeah, but other than that though, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, they are coming in here, and I love it because you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We are in a better space. They are not. They send their pussy soy boy foot soldiers in here, and they know it ain't about that life. And a matter of fact, let me show you that one, ladies and gentlemen, where the one guy got knocked out. He was on his feet, sleep. Hold on, MAGA. Hold on for a minute. Oh, man. Let me see, 5 guys. That's exactly what and he held his own down too, man. And this guy here held his own down. And I got to say that. Fucked around and found out. Hold on for a minute. It's been blowing up. This is the guy right here with the flag. He was over here fighting 5 of them. Because a lot of them on the left are soy boys anyway, man. They can't fight. They think they can. You know, the guy that's the loudest is the most of the coward. Real people don't get out here and shout and talk about what they're going to do. Those are the ones you got to watch. The ones you think they ain't about that at all, though, get surprised every time, right? Look at this.
Video and be quiet. I'm here to try and help you to learn something about
Hold on for a minute.
Of combat. So with that said,
let's go and look at it.
What the left wing does.
Hold on for a minute.
Draw out a violent response from somebody. You stick
Hold on for a minute. Let me find another one here. I don't need the narratives. We just need to go ahead and look at what the. I'm going to show you guys the fight real quick. Everybody over here are showing it right now. Hold on for a minute. I may have to borrow something from somebody here, and I just want to see you guys. I just want to show you guys. Hold on for a minute. All right, hold on. Hold on for a minute. Come on and show it, man. I saw it. Hold on for a minute.
You can't really see it.
Here we go, right here.
And yeah, looks like he pulled the glove off, and now he is walking towards the guy with clear intent. As check this out, bro.
Yep, look at this.
Backing away.
Right.
And then
look at this.
The red.
Watch the guy in the red. Look at that. And that's what's going to happen to you guys. This guy was asleep on his feet right here. Look at this. This guy was asleep on his feet, man. As soon as he clocked him, look at this.
Don't care about who
he was already asleep, ladies and gentlemen. He was gone.
What matters is you
look
are
at this.
Against them. We take a look at what happened with Renee Good. Let me pull this up for you.
Here it is right here.
Mediaite.
Hold on for a minute. I just wanted you guys to see that. We already know that she came to her demise. Look at this. He was asleep. And he didn't show it all. This guy fell right on his backside, knocked out cold. It was the one-hitter quitter. That's all you need with these guys. You just hit them one time, man. A lot of them ain't going to get up. They think they're going to get up, especially when you're a trained fighter too, man. You know how to hit people, man, and be able to demobilize these people, man. And that's exactly what happened here. Now, it could have been a lucky punch. But I'll tell you this, though. He was already prepared for it. This guy in the red tried to come in his zone, and he did the right thing, though. This guy was fighting 5 people. This is how much of pussies they are, right? And had that would have been other MAGA men, because real men are MAGA, you know? We ain't the people to be played with or to be messed with, right? This is a grown-ass man to a grown-ass man. Look at that. He was already asleep. Right, and he could have did more harm to this guy, man. You ain't young no more. That right there. Just keep that up right there, ladies and gentlemen. That way I can piss my trolls off. And that's what's going to happen to you trolls too, man. You mess around and run across to one person, and that's what's going to happen to you too. You know, let this be a lesson to you. You know, take your liberal crying sissy boy butt home somewhere and cry to your mama, right? You don't want to hear that nonsense. This is what they're on the left, man. It's gonna be all right. You want some McDonald's, huh? Y'all want some McDonald's? Do the people on the left want some McDonald's, huh? Oh, you want your bottle? You want your bottle, huh? You want Camel to make it better? I tell you, man, this is something else, man. This is too easy. It's just too easy. It's so easy to troll these people on the left. Look at them coming in my room chat, all hot and heavy, man. I just love it, though, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what it is, right? This is exactly what it is. Joe Mama in the house. Joe Mama, not Joe Mama, Joe Mama. Let me do it right. I was waiting on my, yeah, I've been doing pretty good, though, handling them Joe Mama. Hold on for a minute. We got the great Joe Mama in the house, though, right? Joe Mama. Not Joe Mama, but Joe Mama, though. You know, you better act right, because Joe Mama is quick on that. Don't spam. And I should have said that earlier. Don't spam, right? Don't use large caps. I can see them, and I read what I want to read. But I appreciate a lot of y'all coming in on the chat, though, too. And, yeah, we really do. Most of the people that rock with me are supporters and things like that. You know, y'all want to see this country, as I mentioned before, get better. And look at this here. We got Ted Garcia. Ted, you better make sure that you're legal over here, Ted. You know, and like I said, this for anybody else. It don't matter though. You know, if you're Latino, you're Arab, you're Indian, you're African, Haitian, Somalian, you better be legal. We don't discriminate. The law is the law, right? And I see your name. I know it's a Spanish descent. You know what I'm saying? But you better make sure that you're legal, because a lot of your people that are illegal are getting rounded up just like with the rest of them. These Africans can get it too, you know, because we just want people to come in this country correct. You have no claim, you have no rights, and I didn't like the fact that a lot of these illegal ass aliens as fuck tried to use the 14th Amendment birthright citizenship. Trump shut that down. That belongs to us. Ex-slave babies. You wasn't no slave, baby. You know, that belongs to us, baby. So therefore, back to your country that you go. The remain in Mexico still stands until we are able to vet, to find out where these people are, what they're about. You could be anything. All the filth from these countries been allowed to come over here, and this is the real truth. They really don't like it when they see a black man speaking like this, right? And this is the truth, though, right? Because, again, this ain't even about that. This is about being American first. We are all American. Get used to it, because there's many more blacks like me that you seeing all this black fatigue, all this other stuff coming out right now. Shout out to Poppin' Culture out of Maryland, and I rock with them, too. Shout out to the ladies over there, right? Shout out to Chicago Flipping Red with Danielle C., or Danny C. and Jessica and them over there in Chicago. Beautiful black women holding it down in Chicago over there, flipping Chicago red. Shout out to y'all as well. And many others, man, that got groups and coalitions or whatever, you know. This raising is boring. Your mama boring. Bob, your mama. Bo and Bob, your mama. Oh, man, I just love trolling them, man. I really do, man. I appreciate y'all, too, man, coming in on the channel, man. Wow, look at the likes, man. You guys have been feeling what I'm saying. You ain't going to get everybody that's going to agree with what I'm saying, though. But the majority thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that we, for the first time ever, right, the MAGA Republicans, not rhinos, right, and things like that, we have a voice, we have support, right? Truth is coming out. We exposing all the hypocrisy, the criminals, right, that have ran this country for a long time. And again, it takes Trump time because he's building a foundation. There's other FBI agents, one of them that have been kicked out as well, too. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why I'm not pressured at all, because we on the right side of history. They are not. I don't have to get over here and get into a screaming match with these idiots. Why? You know what I'm saying? When we control the narrative, they do not. They ask questions, once again, for a got you moment, right? That's all they have left, right? They don't have anything concrete to stand on. I can run Trump's policies all the way down to their face. It still wouldn't matter, because when you're a paid agent of chaos, you ain't trying to hear the truth. You try to push emotions and try to push victimhood. And this is what they do best. Emotions and victimhood. And they're showing their violence, right? Because the left, we should call them the far left, right? They are the ones that are out of control, ladies and gentlemen. They have no, what we call discipline. Real men don't behave this way. Only men that were raised by their mamas, emotional and all, they act in acts of violence. They are the ones, you know. Before you see MAGA out here doing something, you're seeing this on the far left. The most violent group are them, paid for as well. You know, this is exactly what they are. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys so much, whether you agree or disagree, right? It don't even matter, right? I'm over here looking at a comment real quick. It says, Renee leaned right in the end. It's too late for her, though, because if somebody really loved her, they would have told her, girl, go home with those 3 kids. You don't need to be out here trying to hold. You doing this to be paid for. We knew that I think she was getting paid $1,000, if I'm correct, you know, with one of these dark money. We know the Soros, right? And she did it for the money. You can tell because most women be at home with their kids. You ain't gonna, if you wasn't getting paid for it, you gonna put your life in jeopardy. But she was already busted anyway financially, and many of them are, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't logically make sense, right? Because if she really had it, like many of them, you ain't gonna nowhere in the world you'll be out here protesting like this, right? Most people got to go to work. They got a job to attend. They got bills to pay for. Even me doing this show, I still got to go out here and go to work afterwards. Somebody just sitting over here just chilling. No, make no sense. That's why I tell you can smell a rat when you can see it and smell it, right? So all the names that they're doing, all the questions that they're asking, it's not for understanding. It's about I got you moment. That's what they have left. And they're going to really hate it when we get Obama ass in those silver bracelets, because you know it's going to be coming eventually. He knows it. You know, when they have the Clintons in silver bracelets, they're going to really act the fool. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, wait and see, right? Because the inevitable is coming, right? Accountability is coming. Can y'all smell that justice? Can y'all hear that justice? Because the train is coming. Justice has to come for these individuals that have destroyed, wrecked lives, hurt children. There's a lot of things that have been going on with what we call the deep state. They've had their hands in everything, right? So we're starting to see stuff coming to a close. That's exactly what it is. It's a beautiful thing. Dumb Democrats. Yeah, you got that right, man. The Dems are some of the worst traitors in our country ever, right? They are the ones, not these low-level clowns that troll. We talking about the ones that we call their elites, right? They are the ones, right? And they were the ones, right, that mapped this thing out, that set this thing up, because they've been working on this for a long time. This ain't something that's just been happening. So they knew. I mean, Trump beat them. I'm going to say this, man. Trump beat the Dems so bad. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Here it is. They underestimated this man. They said, Obama even said, he said, Trump would never be president. I remember that. You know, Trump would never be president. Hillary, Michelle, he'll never be president. And look what's happening now, though, right? This is happening. They said he would never be president, you know? And then, well, after 2020, when they stole the election, they never thought he would make a comeback. Not only that he won the majority vote, popular vote, right? In seven states, right? Swing states is that. We won the House and Senate by not a landslide, but a few houses over. Was it 49 to 51, something like that, right? So these are great records. Plus, he got by. Once again, when it come down to the electoral college vote, Trump, like he beat Hillary. Hillary still effed up from that to today, right? They thought that they were going to just buffalo this guy, and look what ended up happening. Trump has a history, right? He's going to go down in history of destroying the Democratic Party, man. I always said that. And now that they're bankrupt, they're on the verge of being bankrupt because he's been cutting off access to the money, and they can't stand it. Look at old Maxine Wicked West Waters, right? When somebody asked her, she didn't want to talk, though, you know. Yeah, she got to worry about that house and property taxes, right? Ain't that right, Maxine? How you like that? How you like them apples, right? So, yeah, so we're starting to see it, though, man. Old corrupt Adam Shifty Schiff, right? And Gavin Knucklehead Newscum, right? And all the rest of them over there, right? Boy, we're starting to see it, boy. Karen Bass, man, with no class, right? Get her ass out of there too, man. So therefore, all this corruption, ladies and gentlemen, you know, that mayor over there in Minneapolis, right? Tampon Tim, Walls to the Ball Waltz, right? All the rest of them, right? I tell you, man, we just go right down the list, man. This is, boy, I tell you, man, we are looking really, really good right now, man. We are looking really good, and they are looking really bad. They have no voice no more. Can't you see? When they send their foot soldiers out, this is their last attempt. If they lose the front, thank you for the like. If they lose the ground here, they lost everything. They know jail, what did I say? We talk about the other one, hanging, right? I would like to see the hanging, though, from these elites. I really do like to see that, right? These so-called elites. We either got to have a hanging, lethal injection, as I said before, or the gun squad, whichever, right? When y'all like to see that though, man, where they get their upcomings, right? Because they've been over us for a long time. And it's about time right now that we start to see their ass hauled off. 'Cause I think prison is too good for them. Thank you for the like, too. I appreciate it. I think prison is much too good for Obama and them, right? His legacy, he'll be erased out of the presidency history when it's all said and done. Same thing with Bill Clinton and them. They will be something that you won't even be thinking about 20 years from now, man. Yeah, and that's the truth, man. These people have no footing. For what they did, it's treason, ladies and gentlemen. Straight out treason. This is a treasonous act is what they've been doing. And I appreciate the likes once again. You guys been rocking with your boy. I thank you for the likes and stuff. And it's been good, man. It's been really, really good. Yep. It's hypocrites, right? These people on left are hypocrites, right? In their hypocrisy, right? Trump is the GOAT, is what I see right now. Is the GOAT. That's what Lone Wolf said. Trump is the GOAT, right? Oh, man, we're seeing Trump has been moving. We ain't never seen a president get down with these executive orders. We never seen a president get down like this, man. Trump has been moving light speed, man. And the Dems are oohing and ahhing and everything, though, man. They are, man, I'm going to tell y'all, man, it's a beautiful thing, though. Where my thing at? Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Y'all know I got to do my, hold on for a minute.
The problem is that our leaders are dumb.
That's the truth. That's the truth, boy. Our leaders are dumb, man, you know? Oh, my goodness. Boy, I tell you. Boy, we have been under the rule of criminals, ladies and gentlemen. They have hijacked our government, right? They have pushed policies to hurt the American people, all the way down to the so-called food. Even that's why we have a campaign called Making America Healthy Again. And I think that RFK Jr. already did a live about that already. He's doing a phenomenal job with the great pushback of what they've been doing to our food supply, how they had these cures for cancer and diabetes all this time. Big pharmaceutical companies has set on that, man, purposely, right? All the carcinogens, right, that we've been buying from our food and everything, fast food, processed food, over-processed food, stuff that'll get you but you'll have some type of sickness or disease once it's over with, man. Some type of sickness or disease, ladies and gentlemen, right? So Trump is the GOAT. What do the left have? Nothing. What does Obama have? He don't have a legacy of making sure that we had pure drinking water. Trump is the one that got the fluoride out the water, right? Due to RFK Jr., right? And other carcinogens that are in there. It was his leadership. He had the balls. He's already a billionaire, right? Shit. He didn't already have money, right? He was born in the money. Well, yeah, but they want to still put this stuff on Trump. We are winning on MAGA, and more people are coming on the MAGA train, man. That's what I'm talking about. The devil is a Democrat. Who was that? Tom McDonald. Shout out to Tom McDonald, too, man. Shout out to Tom McDonald. He coined that phrase, man. The devil is a Democrat, He got horns, he got fangs, and that's exactly what it is. This is what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with Satan on the left. Satan is against Christianity. He pushed Islam. Come on now, talk to me now. It ain't a fluke that the people over here that's in the politics, but they've been trying to overthrow America, planting their flags. When you do that, that's letting you know that, hey, I have conquered the city. That's what they did in Somali over with the Somalians. And we're going to see a lot of their asses round up to get that fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Ilhan Umar and your corrupt ass people for that Somali, get the fuck out of our country. Because you don't belong here, right? And that's for anybody else, though. They are losing. Get her ass, Haji wearing ass, get her ass up on out of here. Build Somalia back up. We don't want you. Your religion, right, don't coexist. It doesn't really work with us over here in America at all. It doesn't. Y'all don't know how to assimilate into American society. You are against the Constitution. You are against freedom of speech. You are against freedom of religion. You definitely don't like the freedom of the press. All this is the First Amendment. You don't like the guns. Who has the more stringent gun laws? Blue states. right? It's a damn shame that you got to have a CPL, CCW, right? When it already stated in the Constitution, we have a right to bear arms. Let no one infringe on our rights. Who's been infringing? It's the Democrats, right? Look at what they did with our educational system and how they effed up the black community, right? They destroyed our community. They destroyed the sanctity of man and woman, right? They waged war on us alone in the black community, right? Talk to me now, right? We know the history. Tuskegee experiment, right? Redlining, right? Jim Crow, segregation, Ku Klux Klan, slavery, all came from the left. That's a fact, right? This is why we have a situation now. We didn't create, once upon a time in the South, we had black bus lines, right? We had black movie theaters, right? We had a black economy, right? Look what they have did in these cities. They have destroyed our cities and turned a neighborhood into a hood. And they, finance and back these gang members, and they've been wreaking havoc in our communities ever since, right? Look at all this corruption, right? This is all the plan, man. You can either take it or you can leave it, and that's an actual fact. This is why a lot of them today ain't no good right now, because of Democratic-leaning policies, right? That will either get us jail or get us hell, one way or the other, right? This is exactly why we are in this space right now. You got cities like Detroit, Cleveland, we going to name them, Indiana, right? Indianapolis, right? Gary, Indiana is one of the worst cities. It always have been, right? These are jacked up from the flow up. Make me want to throw up. It's the fact, right? This is another group. They have used our community for years. They have lied to us. Look at Trump cleaning up, D.C., right? Memphis, Tennessee. You couldn't even go into Memphis. Look at what's going on right now. Trump has been cleaning up America. The Dems had an opportunity to do it. They did not. They kept cooking the books when it come down to the statistics and all this crime and violence. All this ish that's been going on right now have came from them, ladies and gentlemen, over on the left, not the right. This is coming from the left, right? This is what it is. I'm talking about historically. Historically, right, has been coming from the left. The rhinos ain't no damn different, right? They're nothing but liberals, Republicans in name only. That's why we're going to end up just go ahead and primarying their ass right up on out of there, man, because we need to have real patriots in that White House standing up for the American people as is stated in our Constitution. These people are not our rulers. They are representatives of the people, for the people, by the people, not for the criminals, by the criminals, and so forth. And that's what they did. They have set up a money laundering, dope, drugs, prostitution, and everything else. When it come down to the CT, y'all know what that means, and trafficking and all that stuff. All that was set up under them, right? For this, right? No matter who they hurt, right? This is nothing but the syndicate, ladies and gentlemen. And we are seeing it right now, the syndicate, right? We always knew it was real, but we are seeing it in real time. All the curtains have been removed. We know who these people are. And these are the people that have lied to us. Just like I used a reference with Darth Sidious, right? Right? This is exactly what it is. What's his name? Palpatine, right? Star Wars, right? No one never knew that he was actually Darth Sidious, right? And that's what these people are. They smile in your face like Gates. He's always smiling. He always speak pleasant. But behind the scenes, he can't stand our ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Your puny skills are no match for the power of the dark side. That's exactly what it is, though, you know? That is what we're living in, right? We've been up under the dark side for so long. He's the one that took attack on Christianity, right? Took Jesus out of Christmas and called it Xmas. This is, once again, left-leaning policies, right? This is what it is. They hate the freedom of speech. They don't like people that's patriotic to America. You got to keep in mind, the elites are not, they don't have no allegiance to no nation at all, only to themselves. This is why they're what? The blue bloods. These are aristocrats, right? And these names, and there's 13 of them, by the way. I remember reading the book 13 Bloodlines of the Illuminati, and that's a very good book because it exposed who these people are, right? And so some, they either controlling food, transportation, communications. There's a whole web of them, and stuff is being exposed right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what it is, though. Your boy been cooking today, boy. Cooking, boy, I tell you. But other than that, though, I'm going to have to go ahead and get off. You guys have been great, man. But we got Palpatine, remember? Palpatine, right? This is what I said before. This is exactly what it is. We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, right? Isn't that what Malcolm X said, right? That's exactly what it is. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we see who the enemy of America really is, right? The enemy of the people, before I go. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, on my close, I appreciate you all. Whether you like it or not, all is welcome. We just ask that you have some constraints and decorum about yourself. But other than that, this is exactly what it is, though, man. So therefore, I appreciate you guys for being a part of something great, which is Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony Love, because I have a lot of love. Tony Love, no Diddy, but you know what I'm saying? I should give a shout out to Joe Mama in the house once again. Where my horn at, man? Boy, I got to have this up on cue. But it's all good, though, you know? Hold on for a minute. We got to get the, hold on for a minute. We got to get this. Darth Sidious, ladies and gentlemen. Darth Hideous. Yeah, Darth Hideous. Hold on for a minute. Let me see here. So therefore, I got to say this before I close, too. The Democrats, say it again, though, Gene Wilder.
Why the fuck you lying?
That's the wrong one, though. That's my other one. That's my other one, though, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on for a minute. But you know what I mean, though. You gets nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. That's the one it's supposed to be. But other than that, y'all, I appreciate y'all being on something great once again. Give yourself a round of applause for coming on the channel. Some random guy, man. I'm just some random guy, man. Making sense out of a chaotic situation, though, you know. But for my patriots that showed up, not only that y'all showed up, but you showed out. Look at those likes, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Can I get 2 more likes to make it a good 40? I appreciate it. That's what I'm saying, though, because it helps. It helps in the algorithms, man, you know. We should be at a civilized point where we should all be able to come together. We had to agree with something, right? And that's what I'm advocating for. I'm not advocating violence, right? But we will protect ourselves if need to be. That's only in nature, right? So let's all be, let's say, sensible. Let us be human beings. Let's learn to love one another. We don't have to hate each other. I don't hate people on the left because everybody on the left is not evil. These are just paid people right here that we see right now. These paid agitators is what I call them. Not protesters, agitators. They push violence, right? And we're seeing this. So therefore, guys, I appreciate you. Joe Mama in the house, I appreciate you, Joe Mama. Joe Mama said, man, look at gold, man. It went up to $4,600, man. Dang. And look what silver is at. Yeah, you kidding me, Joe Mama? Silver is at $94. Wow. And that's the spot price, I'm assuming. Both of these, ladies and gentlemen, let me post this up. Hold on for a minute. You know how I do it. When Joe Mama speaks, he like old school E.F. Hutton. When Joe Mama speaks, you better listen. Look at this. Joe Mama, I haven't checked lately. Man, Trump is doing the damn thing, boy. I tell y'all, boy. Trump is doing the thing, though, boy. I tell you, man. Where my applause at? Ladies and gentlemen, this is real money that we're talking about here. I can get one more like, though. That bitch push it to a 40 before I go. I know we can do it. And y'all been great, though, too, today, you know. But look at it, boy. Look at this, though. What I'm just posted, man. Let me put it up there one more time so those that didn't see. This is where gold and silver is. $4,600. And look at where silver, that's gold. And silver is $94 an ounce, right? This is real money. Real money. It's not that it's going up. It's just that the deflation of our so-called the fiat currency is going down, down, down. And Trump is doing it on purpose. Thank you for the likes, though, too. That's 40, right? Boy, y'all come through for your boy, though, right? But look at what Trump doing. He's breaking the back of the left, right? Oh, my goodness, man. I tell you, man, look at this. Look at what he's doing, man. He's bankrupting them, man. Trump is pushing them down this path, right? Man, don't get me started again. I'm trying to digress, right? But look at the money, though, man. Look at it. 90. If you got some gold or silver, though, you better hold on to it. I tell you, man, this is the real stuff, though, right here, you know. But yeah, Joe Mama, I appreciate that. Joe Mama do my gold report, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, Joe Mama. He keeps me on board with the gold and stuff. You guys you better start getting some gold and some silver if you can, because stuff is steady going up. Joe Mama, I don't know about crypto, though, you know, because the Japanese nobody knows the inventor of the crypto. And that right there kind of leave me a little suspect. Now, don't get me wrong. I have invested on some crypto, but nobody knows who this person really is. You know what I mean? What's his name? The Japanese dude. You know what I'm talking about. So, but other than that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. I tell you, though, man. I tell you. But, yeah, man. But so Trump is really doing this thing. They can't stop it. And it's going to get worse for the Dems, man. It already are, man. You know? It's already are, man. It's getting worse for them, man. And they are screaming and hollering. Man, I tell you, man. I want to hold on to real money that I can control, because unless if you got some type of cold wallet or whatever, I don't trust the other stuff, man. You got to be able to secure that if you are going to do crypto and stuff. But I like real money and precious metals and stuff like that. Real money. There's a difference, though. And I appreciate you, Joe Mama, for the gold report, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Joe Mama said, fuck crypto, buy cattle futures. Better listen to what Joe Mama say, man. Joe Mama is what I call my E.F. Hutton. When he speaks, boy, you better listen up, you know. Shout out to Omega too, man. Wherever you are, Omega, I know you probably driving and listening. I got truckers, I got farmers, man, and everything that rock with me. People in the military and ex-military. A lot of my friends are in the military and stuff. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, wait to buy crypto closer to the next halving. Then hold for 18 months. Yeah, I've seen what XRP and some of these other things are doing. Was it like $2 or something a share? You know, it kind of dips a little bit. I know we're going to start seeing ups and downs. Buy on weakness, you know, sell on strength. That's the cardinal rule and things. But yeah, you guys have been great, man. We should have more of a money investment report. That's why I'm thinking about doing it, man. I'm going to have Joe Mama to start it off, lead it off, man, you know. I think we should start doing that, you know, because I appreciated Joe Mama for you giving me that information, though. Man, that's silver, boy. Yeah, it's steady going up, man. We're going to see it at $100. Y'all, I'm telling y'all slept on this stuff for some of you guys, man. The rich gets richer, man. It's going to be a lot of new, oh, man, I tell you, man. But I tell you, man, it is what it is, though, you know. It is what it is. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been really, really great and things like that. So, once again, we are winning. And Trump said, y'all going to get so tired of winning. And I ain't tired of winning. Let's keep on winning, man. We win by coming together with common sense policies that work for the American people. The left, it does not. It's just an illusion. It's a racket money laundering thing. And when we see Obama go down, they're going to really have a fit. They're going to lose their shit, though, ladies and gentlemen, especially in the so-called black community. They're going to lose their fucking shit. Watch and see. And I'm going to be smiling the whole time, right? Nothing but a crook and a criminal, you know? Oh, slick talking oil salesman didn't do ish for the black community. We got more stuff going on right now because when America wins, the black community wins and everybody else. I appreciate you guys for being part of something great, which is Some Random Guy Speaks. I'm out of here for real this time, man. And once again, gotta give those applauses. You guys have been great. And I tell you though, man. And then for the trolls, you know where you can go, you know. But other than that, I appreciate you guys. We're going to have another great one. MAGA and ICE is on the move. You know what I'm saying? So as we march, hold on for one moment. I got to do one more thing. This for the trolls. Because I got to, I love teasing trolls, man. I want more of them in here, actually. Y'all hear that? That's the sound of that's the sound right there. You hear that? That's going to be more marching soldiers, right? Coming in your city for sanctuary cities. Get used to it. I love doing this, right? Hold on for a minute for the trolls that didn't hear it. You hear that? Huh? That's thousands of the military going to be coming. I suggest that you stop this charade thing of this so phony protest, because this is what you're going to be getting. You can't fight the military, right? One more time. They coming. They coming. They coming, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all like that? Y'all like that? They're not gonna have that. That says marching. They coming though, right? Joe Mama, I knew you would go like that with Joe Mama. I could. Oh man, I gotta get some composure, man. Oh yeah, Tony's Fun Palace, man. It sure is though, man. Oh man, boy, Joe Mama said they love to take that bait. I know, I do it. I actually do it for the trolls, man. It's easy trolling these trolls, man. They get so emotional, man. Especially if they don't have a bullshit narrative. They don't have nothing to stand on, man. That's what I'm saying. Oh man, don't cry. Don't cry, people on the left are trolls. I'm talking about trolls. Don't cry, trolls. You want some McDonald's? Huh? You want some McDonald's? You want some McDonald's? We can make sure that you get some McDonald's. Ain't that what you want? Boy, that's how a lot of them sound when they come in here. Right? Look at that. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, Joe Mama, it's been great, man. I thank you for being in here and things, man. So, hopefully nothing in the chat got too far out of line and things, but yeah, man. That's my new marching sound bite, man. I love it though, right? That's ice right there, man. It's gonna be flooded its own, man. Hold on for a minute. Oh man, boy, this is something else, boy. Yeah, I'll tell y'all, man, it's going down. It's going down. As Kevin Hart say, it's about to go down. Oh yeah. Oh man, I tell you, man, I love trolling trolls, man. It's so fun though, man. Oh my gosh. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, and I got one more thing. Boy, I know I'm bad though, man. I know I'm bad. This is a shout out to all the trolls. You are being surveilled. Stand down, go home, surrender, because we already know that the ICE army is on the way. Stand down now while you still have a chance. Don't end up like Renee. Please, this is a public service announcement. Do not do what Renee Good has done. It ain't good what she did. Go home, love on your family and children. Please, this is a public service announcement. Thank you. I know, right? Oh, man, but it is true, though, for real. I mean that. I'm not joking, but I mean that. Joe Mama, have a good night, too. All you guys, sleep well. Good night. Appreciate you guys, man. Y'all gave me more likes than I asked for, which I appreciate, though, man. And we're going to have fun again when I go live tomorrow. I'm going to be back on my schedule and stuff. Joe Mama, I appreciate you. I appreciate a lot of you guys that came in here and backed your brother up and stuff. And, yeah, we're going to be doing some more, man, because like I said, we have the advantage. I appreciate you guys. Oh, there's a real siren going off, man. I got to move my cars, man. They got a weather advisory where I am when they hear that siren. So, yeah, there's a weather advisory and things like that, though, Oh, don't cry, though. Oh, Al McAllister. Oh, don't feel bad. Yeah, like I said, I love trolling the trolls, though, man. Oh. Oh, don't cry. You want some McDonald's? Huh? Oh yeah, we get you. Yeah, we get you some McDonald's. Don't worry about it, y'all. For the troll, this is for the trolls only, y'all. We get you some McDonald's. Oh, look at that. Wipe your eyes, though, trolls. Oh, don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. I'm going to get y'all some McDonald's, right? All right, you guys have a wonderful day, man. Mr. Bless your heart. Yeah, thank you so much, Joe Mama. And whoever that is, yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. Yep, and I'll be trolling the trolls when they come in here again, though, man. I know how to do them. I know what to do to get them all worked up, man. I troll the trolls better than they do, you know, let me tell you, you know. It says, your mammy should have raised you, man. What is this, the South? Yo, mammy, you know. What is this, man? Nobody talk about their fake news. Shut up, brother, you know. Is he a brother? Oh, my gosh. Show your face. Why you got the mask on? Why don't you show your face, coward? Why don't you show your face? Yep, so you can get knocked out 2 times. Actually, 1 time, though, you know. Look at him, man. Oh, fake fool. Use a fake. Y'all losing. You ain't got no party no more, bro. You ain't got nothing no more. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. You have nothing. You have nothing. Your bitch D.L. Hughley and Godfrey and all the rest of them, right? All of them, right? Fuck them, right? They ain't nothing but grifters, lying to the black folks or whatever like that. They ain't running jack shit. We got a bigger team that's stronger and longer than y'all, and you got to learn to live with it, right? Oh, he says, I'm ICE. Are you ICE? Yeah, you're doing a great job if you're ICE, right? Because ICE is doing a wonderful job. I salute you, ICE. And there's more blacks and more content like this, so y'all get used to it over there on the left. You bitch made, I love to say the word, knucker. You like that? Show your face, you know. Other than that, I thank you guys, and y'all take care of yourself, though, you know. All right, and we'll see you on the next one. I troll the trolls hard, boy, and I'm going to be trolling them even harder, man. Boy, Uncle Ruckus, boy. Be quiet, Uncle Ruckus. Oh, don't cry. Uncle, look at them, man. They upset, man. It's easy to troll them. See, they don't like to be trolled. You know, it's easy, though, man. Look at this. Come on now. Come on, Cletus. Where you at, Cletus? I'm in Detroit. Where you at? Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Yeah, come on, Cletus. Where you at, Cletus? Come on, Cletus. All right, guys, I'm going, man. Hope y'all trolls come back and get some more of this knockout, one hitter quitter. Come on back over here tomorrow. You're welcome to come on over here and get knocked out 2 times next time. And I'll see y'all later. Joe Mama, I appreciate you as well. I'm out here. Shut up, dummy. Oh, don't cry. You don't worry about it. Team Hype TV. You know, I never even heard of you, man. Really. You know. Oh, I hope you make my channel. I hope you do a what's the name on my channel though. That'd be cool. Give me more of the ratings and stuff. Give me more of the viewers, man. I hope you get so upset that you want to do one of those reactions. Go and please do the reaction because it's gonna make me look good. You know, it ain't like they did reactions before. I don't have the mask over my face. I see you already know where I'm at. All right, Joe Mama, I'm out too. And stuff, I got a visit over here in New York too, man. All right, Joe Mama, I'll see you later and everyone else. Yep. And and this is for the trolls once again, and I am gone for real this time. Yep. Boy, it's all right. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. All right, it's okay. Get it out. Trolls, get it out, trolls. It's okay. Oh, that's the baby. Is that the baby crying? Is that the troll baby crying? Get used to that. They coming in, coming to your neighborhood, coming to your city. They marching of thousands, coming. Yep, they coming though, man. Yep. You're gonna find out what it really is about in a minute. This is fun, man. I gotta get going, man. All right, y'all take care. I'll see you on my next live. And you too, come back over here again, team. Build me up, man. Build me up. I appreciate you. All the hate, I just love your hate. Your hate makes me strong. Man, can't say it no better, Darth Sidious. Yup, I love your hate. I love your fear because it makes me strong. All right, I'm out.